A year-long investigation has found that more than 1,000 workers might have died from ill treatment during Germany's occupation of Alderney in World War II. Around 7,000 prisoners from 27 countries were shipped to the Channel Islands to build the bunkers of Hitler's so-called Atlantic Wall. It was previously concluded that just under 400 had died. Our reporter Robert Hall has more.
Well over 7,000 prisoners from 27 countries were shipped to Alderney during 5 years of German occupation. The regime was inhuman. The prisoners were there to work. If they faltered through starvation or exhaustion, they were beaten or killed.
As a small child, I used to go to Alderney with my father. He witnessed the execution of a young Soviet boy for changing cement bags on his feet. He was shot at point-blank range by an SS guard, and he also witnessed a hanging. I believe it was in Sylt camp.
And they would be brought to the burial site, more often than not be buried using the false-bottomed coffin, which could then be reused, obviously, for succeeding burials.
After Alderney was liberated, British intelligence officers came to the island. They interviewed thousands of former prisoners and German soldiers, and based on that evidence, they estimated that around 400 slave workers had been buried here on this common. The Pickles inquiry is expected to revise that figure to nearer 1,000.
Some graves contained more than one body, in one or two instances, allegedly up to 4 or 5 bodies.
Alderney had been evacuated before the Germans arrived. Departing prisoners of war shared vital evidence, but few of the guilty were ever brought to justice.
I can't feel any anger towards those people. What a terrible, deprived mindset you must be to do such things to your fellow human being.
This community has never forgotten its past. Now islanders must consider how to mark a reshaped chapter of their wartime history. Robert Hall, BBC News, Alderney.